What's up, everybody? It's the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, and the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. And you're watching High Society Productions. Is that it? Nobody's watching this. Let's be honest. See you later.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people. Thank you so much for continuing to support me. I can't say enough. Just thank you. I truly appreciate it. So, with that being said, I'm not wasting more time. 173rd in the background. You know what it is. It's another Comm Chatter, Solid Steel, and Sex Appeal podcast. I know several of you have been waiting for it. I know. So I've got another one for you today, and I've got plenty more lined up, trust me. Got to space them out just a little bit, provide some other kind of content, but these are always good. I love doing these. I love being able to just talk with fellow soldiers and the leadership and everything. So plenty more, I promise. Today, I've got another member of my company, Fusion Co. Scott Soldiers. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I'm going to let him tell you who it is. But let's get into it. Before we get started, however, I do want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell notification so you can be notified whenever I drop new content. Make sure you like the video and let's keep coming back for more.
Let's go with Donald Dean. The Donald Dean story. He has to make it like everyone.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay.
What was that? His Kirshner, I think, was with me. He was our driver on the way back. Yeah. But Donald Dean's like, oh, yeah, man, I want to go to Oktoberfest. I've never been. It's like, me either. Let's go. So I rented a car, and we all went up to Munich for Oktoberfest. Completely trashed. It's like a couple hours into it. It's like, oh, yeah, we need to go back to the car and get home because he passed out while at Oktoberfest at the table. And it's like, man, fuck. So I throw him on my back and start fucking running with him through Munich to get to the train station to get back to the car. And like all these Germans are like hitting me and it's like, motherfucker, come on, dude. I'm just trying to take care of my buddy. He passed out and is on my back. Motherfucker.
That's a perfect way to start this podcast. So I'm going to leave that in.
Yeah.
But do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself for the people who are watching may not know?
Yeah, I'm Matt, not Alessandra. Even though it says Alessandra right there, I'm Matt Payton. Or what was the other one that the nickname? The Ogre. Matt the Ogre Payton. Motherfucker.
You were a quite big boy.
Well, no, you know why I got the nickname the Ogre, right?
Go ahead and share with me, and then I'll tell you why I was told you're called the Ogre.
Well, I remember I was at, what was that, Abad?
Okay.
For dropping off the trucks and fucking turning around and grabbing some food. And Hopkins parked like right next to a boulder. And like we all get back in, getting ready to go, and he's like, there's a boulder in the way. It's like, fuck, okay. So I hop out of the tube, grab the motherfucker, and throw it down the fucking mountain. And it's like, let's go.
Okay, same story pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's just stuck. It's like, yeah, fuck. The only reason why I kept that job was because I fucking fit in the tube just right.
So you were... Go ahead.
That's what First Sergeant told me, at least. Like, yeah, you fit right in that tube just right.
So you, for the deployment, you were a gunner for most of the deployment, correct?
Yeah, until I got the P status and they threw me in with big dumb trucks.
Who were you a gunner for?
First Sergeant Whitten.
Okay.
Motherfucker. So I only say that motherfucker because, man, he didn't want to take days off. It's like, oh, there's a clip going on. Let's go. It's great times. Find out all the little operation names like Operation Grundle, Operation Taint. That's some
Operation
names.
Taint?
Yeah. you know that every clip had an operation name. Or every week or two,
yeah,
they had to change operation status and names. So they just start throwing shit out.
That one sounds like it came from First Sergeant or Captain Thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. All of them did.
Well, let's back up a minute, because you came to the unit as a specialist, right? You came to Fusion Company as a specialist?
Yeah.
So you had already deployed and everything prior, correct?
Yeah.
Anything you want
But Iraq. No, I was deployed to Iraq in 2003, 2004. Got back from Fort Bragg. Then we did this whole fucking drill and ceremony bullshit. It was retirement season. Then it goes ETS season at Fort Bragg. You know, deployment, retirement, fucking ETS, and then deployment. That's their whole fucking flow shit. And then once, they're like, oh yeah, I re-enlisted to actually go to Italy. And like the day before I went on leave, they're like, well, we're changing your orders. It's like, well, I'm not going to Germany. I got my plane ticket, I got my orders, and I'm about to go on leave, so I'm not wasting another fucking day at Fort Bragg. And who's that? Is branch manager's like, okay, well, I'll see you where I see you. It's like, the fuck you will. Then I realized that was one of the biggest mistakes. So I went from a transportation company, like straight up, we drive big dump trucks, to your support for an infantry unit. And just that mindset, like, it's completely different. It's like you drive supplies versus you supply, gun, and fucking sit at bases to protect them and fuck anybody up that comes by. Like straight up infantry tactics.
You said it was a mistake, though. What you consider it a mistake going to Italy?
It was at first.
Okay.
Sorry, what the fuck am I getting myself into? But it was some of the best times in the fucking since I was in.
Yeah.
Like after I left second bat, I ended up going to first group, and that was fun. But it wasn't the same because
Right.
I didn't really deploy. They don't deploy as a unit there that I know of. It was more of a pick and choose who you're going, who they're taking with. Like, there's like, oh, we got deployment to Okinawa. They're like, does anybody want to go? And it's like,
Motion detected at your front door.
Sorry about that.
oh, it's all good. It's like, oh yeah, I'll fucking go to Oki. I have no fucking issues with that. Let me tell my wife, hey baby, I'm going to Oki, I'll get you something cool. And she's like, what the fuck do I want from Oklahoma? Like, Okinawa, Japan. She's like, oh, you motherfucker.
You
This is a good chunk of change.
Yeah. You weren't married when you were in Italy, were you?
I got married the second deployment I was there, right
Okay.
before the second deployment. They kicked me out of the bees because they didn't have enough space. So it's like, okay, cool. Go on leave, get married, come, do all the paperwork back in the States.
Yeah.
And then went back, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, my wife needs BAH too.
Nice. And that's still your wife now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. How many kids did you say you have?
2.
Boys, girls, both?
1 boy, 1 girl.
Nice.
8 and 2.
Oh, you have an 8-year-old. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I keep forgetting. I've been out for a while. It seems like it hasn't been that long, but I have been out for a while. You are out too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've had to get out.
Yeah.
I made the decision once I was younger, a lot younger, as a private and shit. It's like in Iraq, actually, it was, if I get married or once I get married, I'm done because of the environment that they kind of encouraged at Fort Bragg.
Gotcha.
So it's like I'm out. That's why I kind of dictated going up to group too. It's a little bit closer to Utah.
Gotcha. That's where you're residing now, is Utah,
For the moment, yeah.
for the moment.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting my bachelor's and then probably moving back east.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the bachelor's going to be in?
Business operations, I think.
Okay.
At least I'm going to try for it.
Hell yeah, you got this, man.
Yeah. Well, the school out here is like, oh, well, you can only take, what was that, 10 classes over. But if you can only redo one class twice. So if I fail it, I have one more chance to finish that and before they kick me out of the program.
You'll pass them.
Yeah. I'm still got a full-time job. Yeah. The fun part about it.
When you got to Italy, you said that you didn't at first it wasn't the best decision because like you went from transportation company to fusion company. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, to fusion.
What was your first impressions and how quickly do you think it started growing on you?
Well, I know that they kind of thought I was a shitbag.
What?
Oh yeah, fuck, dude. Within the first month, I broke my hand. So in Grafenwehr, I think it was Grafenwehr, I had to take off midway through to go get pins in my hand. And they really didn't like that. Like I was barely able to make it to fucking Afghanistan without a cast. So I was pretty much deemed a shitbag day one.
I don't recall any of that. I mean, I do recall you hurting your hand, but as far as the shitbag status goes, I don't recall any of that.
You know, it's like after let's see, it was, broke my hand. First day I met Sergeant Loads was after I broke my hand. Went to the Italian doctors, got the cast, and they don't believe in pain meds.
The Italian doctors?
Oh yeah, they don't. So I'm sitting there with a fucking cast, no pain meds, freshly broken my hand, and I'm talking. I was living up in Battlesbees, and it's like, yeah, fucking go to the doc, their little medic, their team medic, and it's like, do you have anything for pain? He's like, I got ibuprofen. So I'm getting my hand full of fucking ibuprofen as I meet Sergeant Loads for the first time. And it's like, yeah, hold on, let me pop these. Not knowing who the fuck he was because he's in his civilian clothes. You know, it's like, yeah, this is me. It's like, how did it happen? It's like, I got mad, I punched a fucking window and broke my hand.
Well, like I said, I don't recall ever hearing anything about you being a shitbag. Matter of fact, there was you, Kirshner, Larkin, and now his name eludes me. Hodge, my buddy Hodge. Those were the four specialists that had. I think Kirshner was a specialist at the time, wasn't he?
I think so.
Okay, but I know you, Larkin, and Hodge were.
Yeah.
And y'all had previous experience and everything, so you guys kind of like took the new green, like myself, privates under your wings, and we kind of looked up to you guys. And I personally never thought that you were a shitbag. I don't know about the command, but I don't remember because there's certain people we can say, we won't mention them, but there's certain people that were known as shitbags. You were never one of them.
Well, no, that because once we got to Afghanistan, do you know what their plan was? Before I redeemed myself, I was gonna be put at Blessing and be put on like freaking Hodge guard. That's where it's like, oh yeah, it was a shitbag because that was their original plan. And then we went up to Cornwall. That was once, let's see, that was the first time we went up there. And freaking, we had some guy doing pop shots. I'm sitting there up in the gun tube, and it's like, okay, where the fuck is this guy? I'm kind of scoping the fucking mountain range, standing in the fucking tube, and then this little freaking Toyota Hilux comes rolling down. It's like, dude, stop, pa, stop. But they stopped.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that's where the redemption came in, where they're like, oh yeah, now you can be a gunner.
Yeah. Were you first sergeant gunner right then too?
No, it was
Okay.
Louis Rosario, I think. Lieutenant Rosario.
Yeah. Oh, so you were lieutenants.
Yeah, for the first couple trips.
Okay.
You know, like after we got back from the cop, we went to Blessing, and then they're like, yeah, just throw your bags back on the truck. You're going back.
Hell yeah. Good decision.
First sergeant didn't know that. Like we got back and it's like, we don't have a place for you. So they grabbed somebody else and threw him. Craziness.
Yeah. It all worked out. I think that was the right decision for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have went crazy at Blessing.
Say what?
I would have went crazy at Blessing.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun. Blessing's a great place to spend a night and then back.
Yeah. Me too. I'm glad that I was part of the J-Bag crew because we get to go out. Because if I had to just stay at a base or a fob, I don't know if I could brag about the deployment like I do. I appreciate everyone like House and all of them that were able to do that, but I personally am happy that I was part of the J-Bag crew. So.
Yeah. Like I made the mistake of the last deployment with them. It was I was ALOC. I was the ammo guy pushing ammo out. And that was a fucking bitch. It's like, oh yeah, here you go. I bought my own cell phone. It's like, oh yeah, here's my cell phone number. So if you guys need me day or night, fucking call that motherfucker because I have it just for this. Just so you guys can wake me up so I can go do an emergency resupply. But they never used it, which was kind of nice. But it sucked. I was pulling 48-hour shifts, 36, or 48, 30, and 72-hour shifts just to push munitions.
And who was this with?
Fusion for the battalion.
After
It was
our
the it was my second deployment with them. The second Afghan deployment. I was ALOC, and man, you don't know how fucking loopy you get until you hit 72 hours.
Yeah.
And then you don't know how pissed you can get until you're stuck at a fob for a year. Yeah. Have fun with that one. Never again.
So, but once you finally got into Fusion, did that feeling of wrong decision go away? Like, what made you change your mind?
It's a learning curve.
Okay.
Learning curve. Yeah. You have to sit there and adapt to the new environment. You know, going from a low, meek and mild trucking company or transportation company to balls to the wall. If you don't like it, I'm going to shove it down your throat kind of mentality. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like Iraq, we never really got convoy briefs. You know, the convoy briefs was, oh yeah, here's the map. Here's where we're going. We're going point A to point B. No other intel. And then, you know, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to get fucked up. We're going to get hit. You know, you go to Fusion, it's like, we're going to get hit. Once we get hit, find, fix, and fuck them up.
Yeah.
The 3 Fs from loads, from Sunny loads. So yeah, find, fix, and fuck them up because that's what you're then do. That's what I need you to do.
And that's exactly what the fuck we did.
Yeah.
Time in, time out, every time.
Yeah. You know, it's one of those, where do you find the nice isolated. Oh, we're not gonna have any contact today. That's why BSB wanted to hop in with us. They're like, oh yeah, you guys get hit. We need some cabs. It's like, yeah, fuck cabs. For like 50 million of these motherfuckers.
You bring that up. Okay, so if you watched the previous podcast, Donald D. Dennis is always brought up, which we've already covered that. The other thing that's always brought up is the fact that I was the good luck charm, one of the two good luck charms for a good portion of the deployment until I finally was in contact and I got that coveted cab. I don't care about the cab. I just wanted to experience it. Thank God I finally did.
But the difference is like you sit there and hit the main roads, you know, the main route that was using, and then you got the guys that just go up the cornfield.
Yes.
Because the cornfield, that was a fucking bitch. Like I have pictures of the Humvee that Hopkins decided he wanted to take a shortcut down the cliff face. You know, and you just see it like teetering. I remember that day so fucking well. I fucking dropped in that fucking tube, and we had a battle guy, and it's like dead silent, and I'm just like, hold me, because I know I'm fucked. You know, we tumble, and it's like I'm just a loose body. So it's like, just fucking hold me so I don't fucking hurt you guys, even though we probably won't make this 300-foot drop.
How did y'all get out of that anyways?
Well, after everybody got out of the cab, except for Hopkins. Hopkins was the last one in the cab. You know, and what we ended up doing was getting tow ropes that were in the trucks for some reason. It's a good choice. But they end up hooked up two Humvees, and they just kind of yanked it out, cranked the wheel and just yanked it out. Which it's like, oh yeah, it's a good thing our leadership was mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, oh yeah, that's ingenuity right there. You know, then after that we end up getting sling legs on every Humvee.
Yeah, First Sergeant kind of talked about that. Or was it Sergeant? One of them did.
Yeah, it was one of them.
I think First Sergeant talked about
it. Because it's like, that's what we need. It's why just sit there and say, oh, we don't need this, we don't need that. You're going to fucking war. Prepare for it.
Yeah.
Our fucking shitty ass equipment needed to be repaired. So that's what we did. That's what maintenance did.
Yep.
Which fucking sucked, because how many days did we have off the road?
Not many, but
I remember 3. Christmas Day, not Eve, Day. New Year's, I believe it was. No, it was the day after New Year's, because New Year's we had the fucking J-Dan go off right across the street from where we were in the cornfield. Then one other day, I think it was the day after I was with who was that? Jones, Beak, and we almost got blown the fuck up with that RPG that went across the top by an inch. That's a fun day too. It's like, it's like right once I got the P status, so they're like, "Oh yeah, you're in fucking a big dumb truck now."
I love that you call it the big dumb truck.
That's what it was. That's what we called it. That's what First Sergeant, myself, and Hopkins would call it. It's like, yeah, you know, you got the big dumb trucks, and then you got the big dumb trucks, drivers. They're not big dumb truck drivers. They're just big dumb truck drivers.
So you got thrown into Jonesy's truck then, huh?
Yeah, and it was like one of those, what the fuck?
That's a pretty good driver to have as your first driver, though.
Yeah, but it fucking sucked because I wanted to be shooting back.
Right. I understand that.
Like, oh, you got a bunch of powder on the back? You're getting shot at? Fucking shoot back. Makes sense.
You have any off the road. I know you just said there's only 3 days that we were off the road, but any funny stories that you remember from deployment, either on or off the road, I guess?
Let's see. There's a couple days. I think it was your birthday, and we decided to zip tie you for your birthday.
Me?
Yeah. Let's see. He was up in the top right corner of the fucking tent. I'm not mistaken. No,
I
that was
know I have a
Lopez.
bad memory, but I don't remember being zip tied at any point.
Oh, was it you? It's fucking someone. So I know it's a birthday beating that we always do. You know, the
That
occasional
never
birthday
happened to me.
beating. Fucking, who was that?
Campbell?
It might have been Campbell.
Everybody always fucked with Campbell. But
Yeah.
me and him were the male guys, so sometimes we were confused for each other.
Well, we had to show the love, you know? It's like, oh yeah, you're in a war zone. You got a bunch of testosterone running. You have to show the love and beat the shit out of each other. Well, I remember zip tying someone. I grabbed my Gerber to fucking grab it and pull. And I end up freaking slipping off the zip tie and like hitting Lopez right in the mouth.
Oh shit.
Yeah, with the tip of the Gerber. And it's like, oh fuck, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, it happens. Fuck.
Yeah,
This is a good birthday beating.
I'm willing to bet that it was Campbell because everybody always fucked with Campbell.
Yeah, but for some odd reason, I thought it was you.
No, I don't.
And again, my memory is kind of shot as well.
I mean, mine is too, but I think I remember if I was ever zip tied. I don't recall that ever happening to me. So, where was it at? Blessing?
No, it was J-Bad.
Oh, was that J-Bad? Okay.
Oh yeah.
But you said bunks. We didn't have bunks in J-Bad.
No, it was on the cot.
Oh, I thought you said bunk.
I might have said bunk, but I meant cot. Bunk, cot, it's all the same. It's where you fucking sleep at night.
I think bunk beds when I hear bunk because I have kids too. So
yeah. Yeah. Oh man. You ever try to wake up proud from the bunk beds?
No, can't say that I have.
So when she first came, you know, she got put in the truck and she just run with us. And it's like, do you want to sleep with the team or do you want your own little private area? Because you're a female. And she's like, I'll fucking sleep with the team. So she'd sit there, get in a bunk bed or one of the bunks at Blessing. And the first time that we tried to wake her up, I don't remember who it was, but they like went to shake her. And she came up fucking swinging and kicking. It's like, dude, that's some funny shit. Kyle, where are you, boy? You know, it's like, yeah, whoever took the opportunity to wake up proud is like, all right, let's make sure we got this. And wake her up. It was funny as fuck. But you find out eventually why, and I can't get into that.
Yeah.
But because I don't know it. But it's like, yeah, that's fucking badass. You know, then it's like within the first 3 seconds of you waking up, you can legally beat the shit out of anyone. That was actually one of the rules that was given to us. It's like within the first 3 seconds. Like, fuck, I need to use that one. Act as if I'm asleep and just clock someone. Then there's the time that who was it? I ended up sitting down at what place was it? ABAD. So you kind of got sick. Find out I got acid reflux now.
Really? Me too.
Yeah, but I didn't find out. You know, we were sitting there in Afghanistan going through fucking routes and shit. Then I ate some spaghetti, I think, that just tore my shit up. So I stayed a day bad, and Townsend took over my spot as first sergeant's gunner. I have to throw Townsend under the bus on this one. First sergeant's like, okay, we're going up the cup. It's like, yeah, that's first sergeant. That's first sergeant. Like, okay, do you know how to throw a smoke grenade? He's like, no, first sergeant, I've never done that. It's like, okay. Have you ever threw a grenade? It's like, yes, first sergeant. It's like, okay. Do you know how to throw a smoke grenade? Like, no, for certain. It's like same fucking way. It never happened. Well, it happened a couple more times, but it's like he never chose Townsend again for that. Kicked Townsend right off that shit.
Where was he during the deployment? I briefly remember him going on some of the.
He bounced.
Huh?
If I'm not mistaken, he bounced. He went from Jalalabad to Blessing and
Okay.
back every once in a while. Kind of like with Wheeler. They'd bounce in. once in
Wheeler.
a while.
That's the other one. I knew there was another specialist.
Yeah,
Wheeler.
Wills. Yeah, Wills.
Okay.
He's down in Vegas right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's what is that? Account management or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, he's trying to get a law degree. Last time I talked to him was a couple months ago. It might have been a year ago. Fuck. It might have actually been a year ago. But he's doing accounting
Awesome.
for retirement funds and stuff down in Vegas.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But no, then there's the other, it's like funny story. It's like, well, there's that time that it looked like First Sergeant Witten decided to blow up the fucking Humvee during a firefight.
Oh, this is a recurring story. Go ahead. Tell your version.
I'm fucking half deaf because of that motherfucker. It's like, how you go up RPG Alley, we make that turn, I'm going to town, and it's like, okay, I need to reload. Grab the next box, throw it in. It's like, overcharge the fucking Mark 19. It's like, oh, fuck me. I can't fucking use the crew. It's like, okay, hey guys, crew serves down. So I grab my M4, start fucking shooting away, and then it like jams because it's so fucking dusty. It's like, okay, fuck, sports. Bam, fuck, bam, fuck. Drop that motherfucker in the tube, grab the doc's weapon. It's like, okay, I'm gonna use this motherfucker. I'm just in there reaching down, grabbing weapons. And it's like, same thing. It's like, fuck this. Throw them all down. It's like, okay, I'm gonna tear apart this Mark 19 while in a firefight on top of the fucking rocky ass 4-wheel trail, not road, trail. And just sitting there and tearing the parts. Like, oh yeah, I'm fixing this motherfucker right now. Then we make another switchback turn, and that's when first time it's like, Hopkins, stop. Or no, it was like, hey Doc, give me that AT4. Small D. It was a small D. 83 millimeter, not 84. And he's like, okay. So he gives it to him. He's like, okay, Hopkins, stop. So Hopkins stops. First time gets out, and just kind of runs around with 84 with a small D on his side. He's like, okay. Then he's like, boop. He fucking fires the motherfucker, right? He's like, nothing. He's like, what the?
Oh shit!
I'm just like, big cloud of dust, and like I'm half deaf, and it's like, what the fuck was that, dude? Next time you fucking do that, dude, fucking tell me. Just give me a heads up so I can cover my fucking ears.
Yeah.
Because I like had one earmuff on and one off just so I could hear what's going on.
Right.
Because I hate those little fucking Teletors or whatever the fuck they use in the trucks.
That's
nice, but you couldn't get surround.
That's wild. I haven't heard that version of the story, so I'm glad that you were able to tell that. That's
it's funny as fuck. And then he's like, gets back in, he's like, fucking dropped. Motherfucker dropped on him. It's like, oh man. And then they did a ceasefire because we had a bunch of guys running up from battle to help. Then there's the fucking Captain Thing's fucking Humvee blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
So that was once First Sergeant Wynn was on leave, if I'm not mistaken, or he might have been sending Blessing for a board. So he sent Sergeant Pearson, Sergeant First Class Pearson, the DFAC NCOIC, in his place. And we're just driving up the corn, y'all. We get to RPG Alley. There's fucking turn, fucking hairpin, and it fucking goes off. And I'm just sitting there watching it. It's like I see a part of the fucking Humvee coming towards me. And I'm just like, what the fuck's that? It's so slow motion. It's like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, oh fuck, this Humvee just blew the fuck up. To find out that Sebastian Younger and his crew team, I forget the other guy's name, Tim something. But to find out they barely just turned on and started to record.
Really?
Right? Yeah. They like barely turned it on and was recording it right once Captain Thing's like, oh yeah, you know, this is one of the deadly turns up this road, and then it fucking goes off.
Wow.
You know, you see it in the corn y'all, but they just barely started recording that shit. You know, I'm fucking Patty on. You see Patty on just going to town. I'm there with Mark 19, just fucking laying waste. And then they all pile into my fucking. One thing that pissed me off, right? Have all these fucking the small D, AT4s, and laws inside my fucking vehicle. I didn't get fired. Goddamn one of them. Everybody else came up, grabbed them all, and was fucking going to town. It's like, you motherfuckers. Just one.
Yeah. First fire yours.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know, but then like that's where those sling legs that we properly attached to the vehicles came in so fucking well, because we just sat there, hooked them up, and fucking towed them up to the corn gal and dropped the vehicle. Like, yeah, there it is. Let's find a way to space for everybody.
And thank God every one of them were okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you're a religious man or not, but I am, and God had to be a part of that, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, a little bit of luck, but.
Well, the whole thing is like that deployment. Fuck. I can't say that I'm religious, but I have to say that there's angels or guardians.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Us. My bad. But let's see. It was a couple of months later. It was November. I don't remember the exact day. I might eventually. I might actually look it up and find out the exact day. But we got into one tick, and I fucked up extremely bad. Nobody really knows how bad I fucked up, but I do. Oh yeah, I left the charging handle down on the Mark 19 during a firefight. So I went to fucking charge the motherfucker. Click. It's like, okay, fucking second time, charge it, and fucking left one down. Click. Nothing. It's like, I have to fucking refeed this motherfucker, and I was pinned. I had fucking our small arms hitting the rock face behind me and getting showered upon fucking showered of rock chips. And the Humvee, you know, was just taking fucking hit. It took a couple hits, and you know, we had the boomerang set up by that time, and you just hear it like, bing, 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 6, 5, 2, 1. Oh fuck, you're fucked. That's pretty much what the boomerang was saying. So
Yeah.
you're fucked. And it's like, just turn it off. Hey guys, the Mark 19's down, and I can't fucking fix it. So. And then about that time is once I packed back up in the tubes, like, okay, M4. And then as soon as I grabbed my M4, like something pushed my head down into the turret from above. It's like, boop. Right once the fucking round hit the back plate.
Damn.
Where my head was. And it's like, fuck. Didn't know about that until afterwards, and we got back to Blessing and checked the fucking vehicles. But it's like, okay, fucking
I think
pop
I
back
remember you
up.
talking about that.
It's like, what the fuck is that? So I grabbed the M4 again. It's like, okay, one-handed above the turret, just fucking shooting. And Kyle Allen is just sitting there watching. He is in the front, the Humvee in front, and Leighton stopped the vehicle so Kyle Allen could get a bead and start going to town. And he just sat there. It's like, I see you, motherfucker. Hand above my head, just fucking, it's like, come on, fucking start shooting. To find out that at that exact same time too was the trigger man for the IED that Leighton stopped on fell asleep and was later executed. We
Yeah.
had luck.
We had,
We had Guardian.
yeah, definitely. That, yes. Whether you want to chalk it up to luck, Guardians, whatever. Yes, that's 100%. Holy shit, I didn't know that part about that either.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Comm Chatter was kind of fucked up on that. They actually find out that that's what was exactly going on the Comm Chatter that week.
Wow.
We got lucky.
A little bit. Wow. that
Yeah.
that set me back a little bit. I didn't like. I do remember you talking about how something pushed you. You felt like something pushed you down, and then later found the round or the shrapnel or whatever where your head was. But I didn't know about him stopping on an IED and the trigger man falling asleep. That is wild.
I don't like the Cornell anymore.
Yeah.
I never liked that motherfucker. You know, from the first time we went up it is fucking contact.
Yeah.
Until like the last few times that would go down it, you know, like once it was doing the left seat, right seat with the replacing unit, they're like, oh yeah, you know, you sit there and hear the Comm Chatter and they're saying, oh, don't fuck with these guys. They're on their way out. Don't fuck with them. They will fuck us. Wait until these new guys come in, then we'll just fucking make waste. And that's pretty much what they did. Well, we also had the pink flamingo of death. The first sergeant had up in the window.
It was known as the pink flamingo of death.
Yeah, the pink flamingo of death. Once you talk to him again, ask him about the pink flamingo of death. Like his little beanie baby that we got in care package somewhere.
I vaguely remember it, but I didn't realize that it had a name and everything.
Yeah, it's pink flamingo of death. And then, you know, the Taliban also nicknamed the vehicles too. Like you had Hellfire for the Mark 19s. It's like, oh yeah, that's Hellfire because like once you go to town, we're gonna fucking blow shit up with Mark 19s, and that's what we did.
Yep.
You know, then the other funny story, right, is once was getting ready for a mission. It's like, fuck, I need to fuck with First Sergeant. So I ordered a midget blow up doll from Spencer's Gifts. Got it sent, and me and Hopkins were like, let's get him. So we blow it up and put it in his seat right before the mission.
I think I remember this too. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. So have to have fun.
Yep. What was his reaction?
Don't remember exactly. But I know he kind of laughed at it. I know
I was gonna
that.
say you'd have to catch him on a good day. If it was a bad day, that could have been bad. But
actually, being his gunner, most of them were good days. You know, you hear a lot more outside the vehicle than the driver does.
Yeah.
Because, you know, once you disconnect the headset, it's like I always kept one up so I could hear what's going on around me.
Right.
You know, you can tell the caliber of round, high capacity or low capacity weapons. You know, it's like that's a fucking AK going off. That's a dish kit going off. You can tell the difference from the pop. So it's like, yeah, keep it up just so you know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, but most of them were good days. There's stressful days. But you really get to know each other in a gun team. Because it's like everybody's relying on each other to keep each other alive.
Yep.
And that's one of those issues, you know, you come back to the civilian side and it's like, it's all for me. You know, that's what everybody's mentality is, it seems like. Like, oh, no. I got a chance to make a lot more money, so I'm going to fucking take it and just leave you in the dust. It's like, fuck, dude. It's, you know, like I'm sitting there working at a food delivery service company. Been there for 5 years. This is the first time, next month is going to be the first time that I'm actually going to be able to have weekends off. It's like, no, fuck faces, you could at least manage it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It is what it is. And once I first started, it was like, oh well, we're gonna collect what's that, like 2,000 a week. Like the top guys would collect 2,000 a week, and it's like you're gonna be left with the straps, $99 or $990 a week. And it's like, can't you just fucking spread that shit out
Right.
so everybody could have a little fucking piece of the action, a little fucking meat?
Oh, yeah.
But that's the difference between the camaraderie, you know, it's like military versus civilians. It's not all about me, it's about us.
Yeah.
If I don't do my job, they can't do their job. Or once I was in the ALOC on the second deployment with them, it was, if I don't do my job, somebody's going to die. That's what I had the mentality of. It's like, if I don't do my job, somebody's going to die. So I turned a 10-day turnaround for ammo. Is 7 to 10 days turnaround from an ammo request to a fucking 3-day. I'd get the ammo request, I'd submit it, I'd schedule my fucking lift, my airlift, and it'd be gone. As soon as I drew it, as soon as I drew the ammunition, I'd have it up on a bird, even. It's like, it's not my life. I'm relatively safe.
Yeah.
And let's see, first it was Jalalabad, then it went to Bagram. And it's like, Bagram, Bath. Yeah.
Yeah, Bagram.
Yeah, you get mixed up with Baghdad once in a while.
Oh.
Because it's pretty much, there's a BIOP and Bath. BIOP is Baghdad International Airport. So, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
you get your countries mixed up. It's horrible.
I only went to one unit after serving with Fusion Company, and it's completely, utterly different experience. I wish I could have stayed with the same guys my entire Army career, and
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
Like I was in there because I dictated where I went. We got an EDAS printout, and it's like, okay, I'm qualified for this. There's an opening right here. I'm missing this one qualification. So I got that qualification. It's like, send me here. But that's learning the system and talking to the branch manager and like in pleading with them for the most part. It's like, dude, this is where I want to go. This is beneficial, and I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But then once I went to first group, Patty-on went to first group as well. And then all you see is fucking 173rd patches in the support. You know, you got your rookie guys, the little fucking greenhorns coming up, like their first duty assignments group, and it's like, you lucky sons of bitches. What, you don't know. You have no fucking idea. But that's all we had for support. It was like 173rd guys. It's fucking nuts. How the fuck does group get all these guys? It's all 173rd patches. Even the first sergeant came from 173rd, from BSB. He's like, yeah, I heard about you guys, motherfucker. It's like, yeah, supply came. Like even supply sergeant Adams. He went to I think he was third bat in group. And it's like, fuck. It's nice. We had a reputation.
What is group? I feel like I should know what this is, but you keep saying it, and I'm like, what is this? So explain group to me, please.
First Special Forces Group. First Special Forces?
Yeah, which is?
A group. It's the it follows SOFT, which is Special Operations Forces. So group, it's the area. Like first group, it covers South, the Pacific.
Okay.
And then you got fifth group, which covers, I think, South America. I might be off on this. It's either South America or Germany or Europe.
Huh.
Then you got third group that covers either Europe or South America. But it's special. It's soft.
Gotcha. And you chose to go to that after we got back from our deployment? Is that what you said?
No, after I got back from my second deployment to Afghanistan.
Okay.
So 2010, I think we got
That's right. You
back.
stayed with Fusion Company for the second deployment. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, completely different too.
Yeah.
Completely different. Because like we went to the same area at first. We end up switching AOs on the second half. Like they split up to, if we would have stayed in that AO, we would have had to take a 15-month deployment again. And they're like, no, we can't do that. So they split into a year. So we was in the Kunar province for the first half, and then they moved to, I don't know. I wasn't with them. I was fucking ALOC. I was pushing munitions. So it's like, but the mentality completely changed. Like you have Fusion that's running off the reputation of Fusion, of 07 Fusion, and what was that, 09 Fusion? Wasn't the same.
Right.
The battalion wasn't the same. You had some of the same players, but the battalion was completely unorganized. You can't say unorganized. It was completely changed.
Right.
You had a couple of companies that was trying to run it as if everybody knew who the fuck they were, and they're running off their reputation, not what they're doing now. And it's like, you guys kind of fucking suck. You're being little bitches. I made that comment, then another NCO instructed me to watch what I put down in emails.
You put that in an email?
Yeah, somewhere along those lines. And he's like, dude, I was a buck sergeant. He's like, dude, watch what you put in emails. Because I was never an office person. It's like, oh yeah, you're then be put into an office, you're then be a desk jockey. And it's like, I don't know the fucking proper etiquettes of office work.
So you put in an email, y'all are being a bunch of little bitches.
Pretty much, yeah.
Love it. If you,
it wasn't.
I hope you ended it with turds.
No.
Oh.
funny one about that too, right? So you go from fucking high-strung infantry unit to First Special Forces Group, which is a bunch of fucking cherries in support. In their support battalion, you got a bunch of cherries. Being high-strung from Fusion and Second Bat, I end up going to First Group, and they're like, well, you're then be our what is that? It was a charity drive for the FRG or something like that. So they put me in front. The first week, they put me in front of the fucking company, and they're like, okay, now you're then ask for money from them for them to donate. So I talked like I normally did with an infantry unit, which is a lot of swearing. And they just looked at me and were like, what? What are you doing? We don't know what you're talking about. It's like, the NCO that put me up there, he's like, he takes me back at the end of the formation. He's like, we're not hard. Most of these guys have never been deployed. They don't know what it's like to be with line companies. They're an infantry unit. So you can't swear. You shouldn't swear in front of them.
Jeez.
Like, you could have fucking told me this at the very beginning. Because these guys are looking at me like I have a dick out my forehead growing. And it's like, I got no donations that year. Can't deserve it, you fuck faces. I was expecting something a little bit harder once I went to group. Like, fucking balls of the wall, fucking let's train and go to get deployed. It was relatively like that. Like we gotta use what is that, Zodiac boats. Like first group's right off from in Washington, JBLM, Joint Base Lewis McChord. And so we have freaking the Puget Sound right there. They're like, oh, well, you need to learn how to operate a boat. So let's go hop in some Zodiacs and play around in the Sound. We had our own range. So we'd sit there, get our ammo guys, get us rounds, and would go to the range with our fully automatic M4s. You gotta shoot one of those motherfuckers. It's awesome. But if it's like you can do the 3-round burst, and you kind of go like that. But with the fully automatic, if you don't have your feet set right, you'll fall on your ass. And it's funny to watch the new guys do that.
I bet.
Like you're right behind them. It's like, okay, you have to plant your feet right. And you're just kind of right there behind them. So once they start leaning back, you just kind of grab their IBAs. It's like, there you go. I told you. Oh man. But then we'll go back to coming out of the service. Because that's a tough spot, like we go do all this amazing shit in Afghanistan, and then we come back to the real world, to civilian life.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be serious about this because it's a bitch. A lot of people don't know what to do. They don't know what their benefits are.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even apply for benefits? The VA was a bitch. And you have to go through that fucking ass bang. Get your benefits. You need the benefits. They have counseling. Like right now, I'm going through a couple different counselings. Like I'm an alcoholic, which isn't a big surprise, because that's all we did overseas and in Italy and everywhere else. We just drank. But I'm in the group.
Some of you drank.
Now.
Others of you, like myself, we taxed you guys.
Yeah, you made money. You made money off the drunks.
Oh, don't put it that way. I was trying to help you.
Yeah, no, you were. You was helping us so we didn't get robbed by the Moroccans that gave you guys death threats.
Yes. But anyways, continue. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, it's fine. But it's one of those, there is help out there for everybody else. It's like, if you need help, go to the VA. You've earned that fucking right. Like I'm on 80% right now of disability, and it's wonderful the fact that I know that I can get a job flipping burgers and be fine right now. But you got education benefits. You got voc rehab, which if you're at 30%, they'll pay for your education. And if you need specialty items like, I don't know, 15 grand worth of tools, they will give them to you as long as you finish the program. And as long as you go into voc rehab before your mark of GI benefits are out, they will finish paying for the rest of the schooling, which is awesome. And then they'll also help you find a job. There's mental health counseling, because I know that we all need fucking mental health after going to Cornwall. Who was that? Leary, Captain O'Leary, the battalion shrink or brigade shrink. He made the comment of, "Oh yeah, if you guys need anything, just tell me that you're part of Fusion, and I will get you Valium." He didn't say that exact words, but it's like, I will get you the help that you need as soon, like once we was in Afghanistan, it's like, yeah, that road is a bitch. It still gives me nightmares. But that's also dealing with Donald Dean too. It's horrible once you have a dream of Donald Dean and the Cornwall together. It's just like, what the fuck's going on? Once we got back, I was also his NCO too, so it was like, fuck, it was bad.
How'd that go?
I learned a little bit more patience on how to explain how to use a ratchet strap every fucking day. Every fucking day. I don't know how to use ratchet straps. Sorry. Okay, here you do it. You hook it like that. You hook it like that. You pull. Then you crank that motherfucker. It's like, okay. He's good for that day. All day. Next day, I don't know how to use ratchet straps. Like, you fucking shitting me, dude? But I learned how to deal with my kids a little bit better that way.
Yeah.
A little bit. But the anger still comes out because of that. It's like, oh, fuck her.
Well, I won't keep you any longer unless you've got anything else you want to get off your chest or just talk about.
Fuck, we should do this a little bit more because I like the idea because this fucking helps. You know, it's like, oh yeah, then now. You know,
Yeah.
oh yeah, back then it was fun. Then now it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Does anybody else have these issues? Like, that's one good thing about the group that I'm going to is because it's like it's a mixed veteran society or a mixed veteran group. So you got Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Army. Not really too much the Coast Guard that I know of. But you know, it's like it's that bond. You know, it's like once you got out, what happened? What was going on once you got out? And it's all the same for the most part. We can all relate. But there's other aspects of some people have managed to work the VA system a little bit better than others, I think. Or some just like it was a bitch. Like once I first got with the VA, it was a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
It was months. I wouldn't hear shit back from him for months. And it's like, okay, what's the process? What's this? What's that? Then it's like as soon as I started to work with him a little bit more, it becomes a little bit easier.
Yeah.
You know what to expect. You know that like the GI guys have open schedules for the most part, and you can just walk in. But shit, we need to do this more.
Yes. I
'Cause,
100% agree. I love talking to all you guys, and I could listen to you tell stories. I could just sit here and listen for hours.
what you should set up is a group chat.
Yeah.
So you get fucking everybody up involved in it.
I would so love
like, you know, like you heard first on the story about the small D, you know, then you hear mine, you're like, I didn't hear that part of it. It's like, dude, Hopkins, he was right there. He seen fucking first arm, aim it at the fucking truck first too. And then, you know, it's like he has firsthand.
Yeah.
So we can paint the picture better.
I've reached out to several soldiers from our unit. I just don't want to keep pestering them to do this, but I'm still gonna try because I want to continue doing this, and I definitely need to get some of the maintenance guys and the headquarters guys, even some of the infantry guys, even though I'm not like real close friends with them, but I still deployed with them. So
yeah. Well, no, I actually found the yearbook lately, like just the other day. I'm moving into my room right there for my office. Yeah. And sitting there digging through it, and it's like, oh, the fucking 2007, 2008 battalion yearbook. It's like, fuck, I thought I lost this motherfucker. Huh. But that's one way to do it. You know, go through that, hit up Facebook, because I know a lot of people are still on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. By the way, everybody else watching, I'm not on Facebook right now.
Well, you are. You just don't use it, right? That's what you told me.
Yeah, my wife uses mine. Like she'll get online and start throwing some political view or some shit out, and it's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't get on it.
Gotcha.
But you know, I have a group chat with everybody. You know.
Yeah.
But it helps relate, I think, too.
Hey, if you want to organize something like that, I'll be glad to hop on and get it going, man.
Yeah, well,
I know you're a busy man. I'll try to organize
next month I got May 10th I start school. And then go to summer school, and then I can just try and knock out 4 years of school within 3 years.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna be kind of busy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. But I'd love to after I get that bachelor's, and I can change my fucking job to something that's like a day job.
Yeah.
I might try and do that.
Can understand that.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, nice talking to you, and I appreciate you doing this. For sure, we have to communicate more often, whether it's through text or whatnot.
Yeah.
And if I'm ever in Utah, I'm gonna hit you up if you're still there.
So I got 3 years at least, 3
Okay.
to 4 years.
I might make it out that way. And then
There's
I
a
live in
drought.
Cincinnati, Ohio, so
Oh, so fucking Hopkins is like right down the street from you.
there's a few people that are right down the street.
Yeah. I think Hodges is down there too.
Yeah, Hodge is really close to me.
Yeah.
You're talking about Hodge, right?
Yeah, Hodge. He took the shrapnel to the neck.
Yeah. I really feel bad because I haven't like went and seen him or whatever. But he's like maybe an hour away from me. So
yeah. See, motherfuckers. Like Hopkins is fucking, or not Hopkins. Fuck. Wills is only 8 hours away from me.
8 hours.
That's my excuse. Yeah, that's my excuse. 8 hours, dude. I have to get a hotel room, man. Oh,
All right. Well,
man.
I'll let you go, brother.
All right, sounds good, man. You enjoy?
Guy soldier.
I'm sad.
That was the one and only Ogre, aka Matt Payton. One of a kind, definitely. But the deployment wouldn't be the same without him. Italy wouldn't have been the same without him. I was so glad to have him there. I kind of mentioned it when I came to Fusion Co. along with other green ass privates and whatnot. There were a couple specialists there, like I named a few, and Payton was one of them. Took us under his wing instead of being what he could have been, which was a dickhead and, hey, I've got more experience than you, I'm better than you, blah, 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 that kind of thing, which it happens a lot. But instead of doing that, he accepted us. He understood, man, these guys need to be trained. These guys need to be helped. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm grateful that he did it and he was there both in garrison and then definitely during the deployment. And I'm glad he was able to redeem himself, as he says. I still don't think that is the case, but I'm glad he was able to do that and stayed with us at JBAD and became the first sergeant's gunner, because his experience definitely helped. And you heard it from the stories he told. I don't know many others that could have did what he did. I mean, all of our gunners and all of our drivers, all the soldiers, all the leadership, top notch. Can't say it enough. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Badass motherfuckers. Best unit in the military that there ever was and that there ever will be. That group of guys, from the commander all the way down to Donald details. We were some bad motherfuckers and never be replicated. But I was glad to have him there, and I'm glad that he reached out to me, because after I did the First Sergeant's podcast, when I had First Sergeant Witten on here, he reached out to me and he wanted to do this. So I'm very glad he reached out to me. I haven't talked to him since I left Italy, which is years ago, like 2009, I think. Maybe 2008. No, 2009. Yeah, 2009, I think. Anyways, it's been years, because 2021 now. But we just started talking just like we were together yesterday. And that's how it is with all of us. I'm definitely going to reach out to more people and try to do more of these, because I know everybody likes watching these. I personally love doing these. It's just so awesome. But as Matt mentioned, it helps out a little bit too. It's one of the reasons I wanted to start doing it, because I knew soldiers needed an outlet, needed to just talk and whatnot. So if I can provide that, then I am absolutely willing to do that. Right now, like I said, I want to stick to the guys I've deployed with as far as this podcast goes. But if there's other veterans out there or anyone, you can always reach out to me. But if there's other veterans and soldiers from other units that I didn't deploy with or whatnot, want to reach out to me, maybe we can get something else going as far as that goes. I'm open to all those things. And I'll have it up here, top of the screen, the Veterans Crisis Line. If you have anything going on, please reach out to somebody. Call that number. Get a hold of me somehow. Get a hold of another one of your fellow soldiers. Please don't let it go the wrong way. Please reach out to somebody. I'm always going to be here for each and every one of you. Sometimes I need somebody to talk to also, but if you don't want to reach out to someone you know or me, like I said, that number, there's other places that you reach out to, but I want to provide this number in all these videos so that you guys have that. And yeah, with that being said, anybody else that was in my company or that was in any of the line companies, even if me and you don't personally know each other, if you deployed during that time, please reach out to me. Let me know in the comments, hey, I would be interested in doing this. Or if you know somebody and you want to link me up with them, please get a hold of me. Let me know. Comments, however you want to do it. Because I want to get outside of Fusion Company also. I want to get some of the able guys, the Battle, Chosen, Destin. I want to get all of them on here also. And I really like the idea that Matt brought up, having like several in a conference call. I think that'd be really neat. So I'm gonna work on something like that too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, thank you so much. As always, thank you so much for watching, supporting me. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, the bell notification, so you know when I drop content. It's 2021, dropping content every day of the year. And be on the lookout for more of these, because the last one I dropped was in January. I apologize. I was trying to drop one every month. I got a little behind, but I'm going to try to make that up here over the next month or so and get a couple extras in, because I know people like this. And like I said, I like doing this. So, and of course, give me a thumbs up on this video, on the other videos. Go check out the last podcast I did with Bonilla. The one before that was Sergeant Lotes. The one before that, first Sergeant Witten, and the one before that, Ian Jones. Go check them all out and all my other content too. And give me those likes. Thank y'all.